Rub-a-dub-dub. Justin's in the cud. Hello, everybody. It's Justin. Best intro I've ever done. Anyway, playing Dust. Right now, you can see the information there on the screen, so I guess I don't have to introduce things that way. I've been doing it for so long that I keep on forgetting to not do that. But anyway, what the Lord is saying is, again, not yet. Not yet. And again, He's the boss. I don't know how long this is going to go on. It could go on for a full year. I could be sharing some practical things throughout the year. I don't know. I really don't know. So, it's been an interesting ride so far. Let's just say that. And I think on the practical end of things, I wanted to talk about, some possibilities to open up to you in terms of things like income. So most people know the more direct way of income, which is to go ahead and get a 9 to 5 and things like that, and that be that. Or to start your own business and things like that. And there are other ways to earn income as well, like passive income. This is where you kind of set up a system or whatever it is. Things like almost real estate, investments, the stock market and things like that, Now, it takes some money to do that, but there are ways out there. You can do direct sales as long as you can make more money than the person above you. That'll be a pyramid scheme. But as long as you can make more money than the person above you, then you can set up revenue streams that way. In terms of, also you can do things like building your audience for your content. If you're a YouTuber, passive income streams is really what you want to begin to kind of go for. YouTubing, music, building your audience there. And it's going to take a lot of hard work to set up a passive income stream. But once you do it, then you basically have that pretty much forever. I mean, basically you see a bunch of musicians these days who are very, very wealthy off of work they did like 20, 30 years ago sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that you want to probably get into. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Lord seems to be moving everyone towards believers towards financial freedom and really investing into that and finding other ways to make money on top of what you're already doing, or to move up in the ladder and to begin to invest that money into financial independence, because time is money. And I think that in a lot of ways too is that the Lord wants more of you available, So God's investment in you is you working for Him and doing more things on His schedule, on His time, and things like that. So because of that also, He's going to be able to speak more to you. He's going to be able to reveal more to you, etc., etc. And furthermore, this opportunity that He keeps talking about in terms of the world and everything and how things are going to be flipped over. I mean, if you're not gaining more resources, how can you help the world when the time comes for the world to be helped in a real way? You might be one of the ones, who are sitting there like scratching their head saying, I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, so that's something that you really want to begin to take very, very seriously. And also for men to begin to not be so doggone domesticated anymore, And every time I talk about manhood, everyone's like, toxic masculinity and abuse, and you shouldn't be abusing people. I'm just like, no one's talking about that. I'm talking about manhood. Manhood is about controlling yourself like a man and standing on things that are not going to be popular like a man. So it's about control, not controlling everyone around you, not controlling people, but controlling your reaction towards things. So even when it gets rocky, even when it gets rough, even when all these things are happening around you, you're being courageous and you're saying that I can't choose the safe option, because the safe option is not something that God's in love with. He's not worried about your safety so much as He's worried about getting glory, and for the person that is going to come in front of you, them coming to Christ, So if God had to choose between your comfort level and His glory and the people around Him that He wants to bring to Himself, He's going to choose the latter, okay? He's not going to choose your comfort every time, all right? There are going to be seasons of that, maybe. But as far as, Him being obsessed with your comfort and how good you're doing in terms of your personal whatever, you know, he's not really worried about that as much as he is worried about getting glory for himself and making sure the captives are being set free from the world of sin. So understand that it's time for you to not be so domesticated and to be worried about all these things that are going to make you nice and safe. It's killing you. Internally, it's killing you, and you know it. You want to go out there and you want to conquer and take land. Not in a way that's abusive. You just want to take land in terms of expanding your territory for your family, in terms of other possibilities and things like that. So there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with the emotions that you feel in terms of aggression and things like that. Just direct it towards the right things. I even have a video about that in my Sober Artist channel that I'll go ahead and give an annotation. You can probably see it right now. And I'll give a link to the description of it too. Or at the end of the video actually. So redirecting those emotions, that aggression, that there's nothing wrong with that. Just aim at the right target, not people, but towards ideas, towards sin, towards these things that we should be looking at and probably despising anyway, because an ungodly idea just frustrates you anyway. But don't get mad at the person that is spouting the idea. You know, they may not just know any better at all. So anyway, guys, that's just some practical things that I wanted to share with you to begin to prepare that and invest in that, and to be looking at passive income streams and ways to do that, and also just to be encouraged as a man as well if you're listening to this into the males. I haven't forgotten about you ladies, it's just that specifically he was talking about men, or as of right now. So anyway, guys, that's my time. You can find ways to follow me in the links in the description below. God bless, take care, and like and share and subscribe. And bye-bye. Thank you once again to my Patreon supporters. It means so much to me. Just look at them. Just look at these people. Just look at it.